What is going on, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good night, good evening. Forza Milan. Only two words matter. It is the 30th of June, the final day of Maldini, Masada, and Moncada's contract. In a few hours, their contracts expire. So we might actually see the updates live as we are live today, or or
They're gone.
they're gone. And or maybe my theory the other day is going to be right. Let's see. But today is definitely going to be a day of revelation, I guess, because I mean I really find it strange that if by midnight in Italy we don't get any news at all. By the way, Antonio's here. What's up, Antonio? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, Roy. Today looks like it's some more positive news for sure.
Really?
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh, it's a positive news day today. You would say?
As of now, but things can always change.
Yeah, honestly, I'm in pretty good spirits. I gotta say, I feel positive about the whole thing. I don't have this cloud, this rainy cloud above my head regarding the matter anymore. I really do think that this is going to be sorted out. It's okay to bring it to the photo finish, and I still really believe that Cardinale wants to be there for the photo op and all that BS. Anyway, chat. Let's go to chat. We already have a few people in chat here. What's up, AJ? AJ is saying, "Hello, Milanisti. I have the same question in my mind that all you do. Have Maldini, Massari, Moncada renewed their contracts? One can only speculate and say yes or no. Um, if you were to make a guess, what do you say?"
I don't think they've signed them yet. I think that they're in the process of getting from what I've read today, they're just discussing the final details of these new contracts before they sign. So I think that they're about to sign.
Yes, yeah, and we're going to go through all of those. Roy, I believe Milan's YouTube channel is speaking about the mercato and the situation around Maldini. Can you translate? It's just a bunch of guys just giving their opinions, like us. They're not really saying anything official or concrete. They're just talking about their feelings about the current matter. I was watching them. Lollo. I saw Radio RossonARI today. I follow all of that shit.
Would we get copyrighted if we played their live stream?
Usually when we it's in Italian.
Yeah, I know. But would they
Right.
copyright us? Do you think?
Usually what happens is when we play Milan live streams, they cut down the stream, and then we have to.
Mm.
Yeah, but it's just a bunch of guys in one. They're not saying anything that we are not saying. It's nothing. It's
Yeah.
nothing important. Noah Lang to Arsenal. Is this true?
There's some small links. I don't think anyone major is posted. Let me check again. Unless it's just right now. I didn't see anything.
That seems like a good destination for him, actually. I would say that's a pretty decent destination for Noah Lang.
Yeah, I don't see anything immediate.
Okay. Well, listen, let's start with this article here because I like this article because it's so doomy and gloomy. So I'm digging it. Corriere della Sera, Elliott unwilling to accept Maldini's renewal demands. The situation. Nice. I like that. The renewals have been in the pipeline for quite some time now, and an announcement has been expected. However, on the final day of their current contracts, there's still no agreement in sight, and the situation is indeed a bit worrying. According to today's edition of Corriere della Sera, as cited by Sempre Milan, Maldini recently sent back the proposal renewal to Elliott. In agreement with his lawyer, he made a series of modifications, including getting more power than before. As things stand, the American hedge fund seems unwilling to accept this, and therefore the whole situation could be delayed for several days or even weeks. The Rossoneri currently risk begin the preseason July 4th without a technical and sporting director. So Corriere della Sera saying that this could be prolongated beyond today, which is something that we spoke about. We did speak about that this could go beyond today. Um, I don't know. What do you make out of that?
I think that'd be risky, like if that did happen, and I think that they're trying their best to finish this now. But there is, I guess, a possibility that it gets extended, and they're just technically like like while their contract is expired, they can still communicate. So I guess it's a possibility, but I don't think it's. I think they're trying to resolve it.
I mean, of course, it's in everybody's best interest to resolve it, today, before the new cycle starts, because today is the end of the financial cycles for the football clubs around Europe, and July 1st begins the new cycles. So it's a new dawn, a new day. Tomorrow is going to be the beginning of the calciomercato, by the way. The calciomercato in Italy officially opens. You can officially deposit contracts. July 4th, Monday, is the official day that Milan gets back together in the training grounds and start training for the next season. Again, I think, I'm going to say this again. I think that a lot of this has to do with the media aspect and timing, etc. And I mean, if you're going to re-sign Maldini and Moncada, you want to make a big show out of it for content, etc. I think Cardinale should be there, but Corriere dello Sport is saying that they're dealing right now with Elliott, right? So what is the
Yeah,
deal?
I
Is Maldini renewing with Elliott or is Maldini renewing with Redbird?
it has to be with Elliot because Elliot still owns the club, so everything now I think is in Elliot's control. That's just so it's not so we shouldn't be getting this upset about Redbird yet. This is just what I've been. This is kind of what I've been trying to say, but it's a bit too early to just like blame this all on Redbird. I think Elliot has a huge part in this.
Yes, of course. And Rohit explained this perfectly the other day. Elliott still owns the club, guys. Redbird does not own anything. Redbird doesn't own 1% of this club today. They just have a pre-agreement that could even be terminated based on certain things. Now, the full transfer of the club is scheduled for September. For September. So it kind of makes sense that today Milan is still, but I would think that Redbird has to be involved in this, right? I mean, they have to be involved in the contractual agreements. They have to be there. I mean, it has to be, everybody has to be involved in this. I can't believe it can just be Elliot. But I mean, this is what the Corriere della Sera says, that it's with Elliot. All right, let's go to chat. We got Joel in the house. Many Milanisti did not think that this situation was that serious. Now look at what has happened. Well, yeah, there you go. There you go. Joel. There you go. Kangoo, inflated ego plus Arsenal equals bad destination.
Where is that? I wonder where he's getting that source from. Interesting.
You haven't seen it anywhere?
No, and I'm looking on Twitter now. I've been looking for it.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, the signing, actually, the official signing of Maldini can literally happen now, live, as we are live. So this is great timing for us. What time is it in Italy? Let's see.
It's like 6:30 probably p.m.
Yeah, 6:32. Oh man, we still have. Oh man, we still have such a long time before it becomes midnight.
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, you think they're gonna be working until midnight? Wow.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know. I mean, at midnight, that's when everything expires. Uh, let's hope that we can catch it live. You know, I have my eye on the Gazzetta dello Sport has a live feed regarding on this matter, and so I have that ready to go. Let me check.
Yeah, did you see the? There's a lot of news too about Sanchez, all types of players today.
Yeah. The Sanchez one is not bad. Not bad at all, actually. Let me see what the live reports, the live thing says here. Nothing. By the way, it is. It feels like I'm almost 100% back from the disease, the famous disease. Maldini was signed, guys. Don't panic, guys. Stop freaking panicking. Maldini is gonna sign. Do you feel that, Antonio? Do you feel that? Redbird out. Skillard says. Forza top four. All day Forza top four. Guys, if you haven't already, please click that like button. Do us a favor. We want to finish with at least 50 likes by the end of this. Doesn't cost you anything to put your finger on that upward thumb. Hans, the scout, Erdman. You guys see that Benjamin Sesko agent Instagram picture today? Apparently is talking with Maldini and said, work so hard and smart until your idols become your partners. Well, this is one of the things that I've been trying to say, when we've been having this conversation regarding having Maldini as your DS. You know, this agent wouldn't be taking that picture with Marotta, would not be taking that picture with Sabatini, would not be taking that picture with Massara, would not be taking that picture with what's Benarrivo, what the hell that guy from Juventus is called, or any other DS. But he is going to take that picture with Maldini because that's what Maldini is. He is an idol for many people, and this is why having Maldini as your DS, especially in Milan, is so important, because the players look up to him and they see this man, and this man literally achieved all of these players' dreams. Many times over. This is why it's so important to keep Maldini in the club, and this is why it would be a catastrophe for Redbird, for Elliott, to lose Maldini, because if they lose Maldini, they ain't winning shit. No more trophies coming in if you lose Maldini, because the players are not going to respond to the environment the way they would if Maldini is there. They're not going to have that Milan spirit, the Milan spirit, right? When we talk about Maldini, we're talking about almost a century of Milan dynasty, right? His father, the first man to lift the Champions League for the AC Milan club. We're not talking about any name here. We're talking about the name.
Roy,
Yeah.
potentially breaking news.
Here we go.
Wait, this is the I just got this right now from the Twitter account Milan I posted or they tweeted from Gianni Visnadi. So I'm not sure if this is the most reliable source, but apparently one source says that they Maldini and Massad have signed their contracts already. But
Boom.
like officially. But let me check. I'm looking around right now, and I'll keep you guys updated.
Okay, let's see what Gazzetta dello Sport says.
And also, Daniele Longo is on a live video, and I will tell you what he says.
Okay, there you go, guys. It might be happening right now as we speak. As we speak, this might be happening live. Let's see if La Gazzetta dello Sport Longo, that guy. Let's see what Gazzetta dello Sport says.
Done deal according to Daniele Longo.
It's a done deal? It is done?
Apparently the agreement has been reached. That's what they're saying.
Let's see.
He said we're waiting for the official announcement. I'm listening to him right now. He's live on Instagram.
All right. There you go, guys. We have news coming out that it is official. There has been an agreement between Maldini and Massara and...
Yeah, it's done. It's done. It's from two sources now. That's what I've seen. So now here, all the big ones are coming in now.
All right, let's see if there's anything from Sempre Milan.
I mean, he seems very confident, guys.
Nice.
Let me check. I'm going to look to see if more... Also, like the Milan I Twitter posted it. I'm checking to see if more things are coming out now.
Gazzetta dello Sport still hasn't said that, but we do already have some sources that have said that this agreement has come to. They have reached an agreement. So guys, hold your breath, guys. This is it. 30th of June,
The last day.
the very last day, last business hour. So Longo, where is Longo right now?
He's in Italy,
Is
but
he in the office or is he in front of the?
I don't think he's in his office right now. But he's not. He's not at Casa Milan. But he's been. He just confirmed and he sounded very confident. So
Okay, all right.
and then also the Milan. Let me check the source of that Milan I post. It's the director of the Calciomercato, Gianni.com website, Gianni Visnadi. He said, Maldini firma il rinnovo. Announcement imminent, coming soon.
Excellent, guys. There you go. There you go. First pieces of good news coming out right away. Looks like. Well, I mean, it felt like that was what was going to happen, right? It didn't feel like Maldini was going to say no. I mean, look at the picture of him and this agent here. The fact that Massara was reported headed out to Rimini to start off the calciomercato thing. So this is great, right?
Yeah, I'm checking. I'm gonna keep scrolling for news, but
All right, guys. Let's see what the chat says. Are you guys happy? What do you think? Roy, send my number to the IG page and nothing, bro. Okay, I'll tell Lart to check that page. Unfortunately, I do not run the IG page, or send it to my IG, Christian. Send it to my IG, and I'll give it to Lart. Breaking news. Youssef Shinkar, who always has real news, breaking news. Romano Singer has accepted to box Maldini's requested by Maldini after.
I was like, Roy, did you read that? I was like, Roy, what are you? You're about to read something really interesting.
Will G Bell, happy. There you go. It looks like it's a done deal, guys. It is a done deal. Forza Milan, love Maldini. Maldini wasn't going anywhere. Red and black run in his blood, and that is for sure, guys.
Yeah, unless Longo's just a liar. I mean, he made it official by posting on Instagram about it. Like, I mean, hopefully he's not lying here.
What was that news that Longo came out a few days ago that pissed everybody off? Oh, the 50 million.
The 50 million one.
The 50 million, yeah. Milan store restocked on the Black Puma Championship tee finally. There you go, Ari. Ari, if you're listening, the black tee is back in the Puma store. Ari was very upset that he couldn't get the black tee, the black t-shirt. So Ari, if you're listening, there it is.
Hey, Roy, I'm gonna make a banner if that's cool, and to put at the bottom.
Go for it.
We can say Maldini signs or something.
Do it. Carlo Monetti, buonasera, come stai? Come stai, signore? Buonasera, Roy Antonio. What the F is going on? I'm so pissed. I can't. Don't worry, Carlo. It looks like this has been resolved. And listen, of course, this was going to be a difficult negotiation. That is not even in question. I mean, look at that interview Maldini had before, 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. Of course, this was going to go all the way till the end. Maldini knows what he wants. I'm sure he had to compromise on a few things, and we will find out. Hopefully, we will get more details on what Maldini has signed and what his role is going to be, because we know one of the things that Maldini wanted, he wanted to have more power, decision making, right? He wanted to go through less layers of bureaucracy in order to get the players he wants. Essentially, it's about football players. It's about technical football ideas. So we will find out what it is. We will find out what it is, and we will find out who compromised the most. But I think that Elliot, um, I don't see Elliot being a, a company that likes to compromise much. I don't think they really care. You know.
Roy, once we get a confirmation from one more source, I'm gonna make it official. I'm gonna put it on the bottom and everything.
Okay, let's see if Gazzetta dello Sport has it. They have a live feed going on. Let's see if Gazzetta dello Sport has
Oh,
anything.
apparently Di Marzio just tweeted Zeki Celik to AS Roma done deal.
Who?
It's just Zeki Celik, the little right back that they were looking at for a while. He's Turkish. I don't know if you know him, but
Not familiar with him now. Nothing yet from Gazzetta dello Sport. Nothing yet from Gazzetta dello Sport. Nothing yet from Gazzetta dello Sport. Let's see if more reports are going to be coming out. But okay, in the meantime, let's kind of diverge the conversation just a little bit to the Renato Sanchez thing, real fast, and then of course, as soon as something comes in, we'll just interrupt and we'll talk about that. But did you see this thing about Renato Sanchez?
yeah, I have it pulled up right now.
Let
This
me
is
pull
the
this up.
quote. I have the quote from the president of Lille,
Yeah,
Olivier Letong. Apparently, he said, "We've seen a lot of rumors about offers for Renato Sanchez, but we haven't received any offers from PSG. Other clubs are interested, in particular, a very big European club, which has already made offers to us. This is the situation." So that obviously is referring to Milan.
what what do you make out of this, man? It's like
It's
the media
it's madness.
is driving. It's like a hurricane. It's like a hurricane.
It seems like PSG. I think he's partially bluffing here. If I'm being honest with you, it sounds like PSG has definitely reached an agreement with Sanchez because they're offering a very high wages that we can't match. But they haven't really advanced much with Lille. But at the same time, I think they're like beginning to really start that process. So if we don't act soon to close it, then PSG is going to just sweep us away. But right now, they're the ones who are being more aggressive. So maybe if this stalls long enough, and now that Maldini, if he does sign, we can
Yeah,
potentially still close the deal.
yeah, guys. I mean, this is the president. You know, he's saying this. I mean, yeah, it could be a bluff. Of course, it's a poker game out there when it comes to the mercato. But if this situation with Maldini gets resolved today, as some reports are saying, it is already resolved, then we can literally go in for Renato Sanchez tomorrow or even tonight, and just close this deal with Renato Sanchez, and that would be the perfect scenario, because Renato Sanchez was the primary target for many months, still is, and you think about this Milan with Renato Sanchez or without, you cannot imagine this next Milan without Renato Sanchez. He has to be part of the squad. So this is very positive news, today so far. So we have some sources saying that Maldini has agreed and they have signed. The fact that Massara was on his way to Rimini to start off the calciomercato, that seems like it's gives you the impression it's a done deal. And now the Renato Sanchez thing. So it looks like all this hurricane, this storm we was going
Yeah.
through.
Earlier today, though, there was other news that said that he was going closer to PSG. So I
Yeah,
think that's kind of the situation. Basically, like that's why I said that. Like I think they're really trying to get him, but
yeah,
I don't even think Gaultier has been officially confirmed though as head coach of PSG. So maybe that's also stalling their like pursuits a bit. But there's
yeah.
but anyways, we have to act fast, basically.
Yeah. This is quite exciting. This is quite exciting, actually. This is actually very exciting. Very exciting. Today is the end of the financial cycle. So tomorrow the new cycle starts, the new budget, Maldini's new day as with the new contract. I'm really looking forward to see what the negotiations, what they came up with. Okay, let's go to chat. Let's see what chat is saying.
Yeah,
How,
Masada at the Grand Hotel in Rimini for the official inauguration of the 2022-2023 summer
there you
transfer.
go.
He's just
That,
spotted, just
that
spotted now.
there you go. That's it. That means it's a done deal. Why would he be there if his contract expires in 6 hours?
He's speaking to a bunch of people at this hotel right now.
Yeah,
Apparently,
that is the famous hotel where all the deals are made. Do you remember Raiola a long time ago? He was complaining about the internet at that hotel. I don't know if you
oh yeah,
remember
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. I think I saw that.
Yeah, this was like 6 years ago. He was saying talking trash about Italy and the internet at that hotel, which was slow. He was saying that everything, the fax machines weren't working properly, and deals weren't being made because of those logistics. That hotel in that town, Rimini, that's where the Calciomercato, that's the headquarters of the Calciomercato in Italy. So if Massara is there, it's a done deal. It's a done deal, guys. So we should. This is it, guys. We did it. We did it.
Yep.
We need some Brazil Sky highlights of Sesco. Who is Sesco?
I'm pretty sure he's one of the new players we're linked with. Let me pull it up. There's an article.
Is this that Santos Brazilian player?
Maybe, yes.
Okay, maybe we'll check him out. We'll check him out.
I forget
All
his
right,
name.
let's go back to chat. Let's see what chat is saying about the current situation.
No, it's not. It's not the Santos player. Let me pull up this.
Yeah, Christian, send it to my IG account and then I'll relay it to Alert.
Oh, he's a Salzburg player that I think the agent was.
Oh, right, that agent player. And what is he, a striker or what is he?
He is a center forward. Yeah, 10 million euro market value.
Is this that Austrian guy that is like 8
He's
feet tall?
Slovenian. No, that's Sasa Kalajic.
Ah, okay.
He plays for Stuttgart, I believe.
Roy, you owe us a performance for winning the Scudetto. The chat is waiting.
So Roy,
That
according
was a
to
long time
you,
ago.
the Masada being in Rimini is good news.
I don't think it's good news. I think it's literally, it means that everything is done deal. Everything has already been signed. Everything has already been agreed upon.
Right, because he wouldn't be there if.
Of course he wouldn't be there. Why would he be
good,
there?
Great.
I mean, they're kicking. This is the kickoff to the new, to the new Calciomercato, which starts in a few hours, pretty much. Reiner for 2 million would take him from Santos. He's an upgrade on Salamakers and Messias. Yeah, so I did see this article regarding this Santos player. We are going to look at that and analyze him a little bit. And yeah, that agent was, in awe, in star-shook agent there posing with Maldini, proposing this Sesco player. We're going to look into him. Fabrizio said PSG will contact him soon. They were just busy with other signings. PSG will sign him when they focus on him. Well, let's see. Maybe we can get in there and anticipate that. Maybe we can still convince Renato Sanchez to come back to Milan, get back to his senses. Speaking of players that were Milan targets and are no more, Botman. Did you see this story with Botman?
Yeah, I did, and honestly, I believe that he's lying, personally. So don't take it don't take it like what he said something very pretty annoying, but I think he's lying because he's at Newcastle and he has to say certain things, in order to be in with the fans. He can't say that Newcastle was his second choice.
Yeah, so basically what he said was ultimately Newcastle is a great project in combination with playing in the Premier League, which was a deciding factor. The last one has been a dream my whole life. So all his life he's been dreaming to play in the Premier League, which I do believe. I believe that Dutch players are more inclined to play in the Premier League than the Serie A. I mean, and I mean, I think most full.
Your audio cut out.
All right, I'm back. I'm back. I would say most footballers that are born outside of Italy would most of them would probably prefer to play in the Premier League, right? Especially coming from non-Latin countries. So I do believe that. I do believe that. But Dutch players have quite an affinity with Milan. So because of the trio, the legendary trio, AC Milan also gave me good feelings. Why would he even say that? Why would he even mention AC Milan?
I'm sure everyone. So the fact that he said that, I believe personally. Wait, what are you reading, Roy?
No, I'm just thinking, why would he even mention the
Yeah, yeah,
word
yeah.
AC Milan?
No. I believe that he's lying and that Milan was his first choice based on what we've read. But he can't say that he. I mean, we have Champions League, and things like that. But anyways, he can't say that like Newcastle was his second choice when he signs for Newcastle. Like so, he's just so I wouldn't take anything too personal. I think if he says more things in the coming weeks about Milan, then we should start like actually getting mad at him. But I don't have any. So far it sounded like based on the transfer news, he wanted to come to us, but we just couldn't match Newcastle's offer. So that like therefore he slipped away, but it's not
So,
really his fault.
so you think he did this for money? The money convinced
He
him.
didn't do it for money. Lille did. Milan couldn't match what Lille wanted, and so in the end, he was like it. Lille was kind of said the truth, which was Milan isn't even offering anywhere close to what to what Newcastle are offering. So we're gonna send you to Newcastle, and I think he was okay with the destination. But
Like,
Milan
he
was
didn't
his
mind it.
first
He didn't
choice.
mind
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
He didn't
Milan
mind it.
was his first choice.
Yeah, I mean, because also if he does well in England, I mean, let's be honest. If he does well in England,
He'll be bought by like Manchester City or something like that
exactly, he'll be bought by Manchester City and by those top
for like
clubs.
100 million probably.
Exactly, exactly. So, I mean, I can't blame the guy. I can't blame the guy, to be honest. And also, I also do want to say that maybe, coming to Milan did not guarantee much playing time because I don't know, like Kalulu and Tomori, Kjaer, that's a lot of competition right there. That's a lot of competition, and those are three very good defenders, and it's going to be quite difficult for Pioli to balance the time for all of these defenders. Okay. Anyway, so he finished by saying AC Milan also gave me a good feeling, but Newcastle United felt just a little bit better in the end. A little. Just a tiny, tiny little bit better. Very interesting piece of news that came out today. Anyway, let's go to the weirdest piece of news that came out today. Absolutely. What is it? Far left field. Neymar. Did you hear about this?
Yes, I did, but this is just all like
Are you there,
chaos.
Antonio?
Can you not hear me, Roy? I can hear you.
I think Antonio just disappeared, guys.
Roy, I can hear you.
Neymar, guys, has been linked to Milan in a crazy, crazy way. I don't know what to make out of this. I don't know whether this is real or not. I don't know. But it is something to talk about. Basically, this is what was said. Let's look at this article. So Neymar could. There's this idea from Brazil saying that Neymar could join Milan on a loan, and Milan would pay a portion of his salary, and then PSG would pay the rest of his salary. And basically, this would be a statement by this new Redbird, Cardinale, whatever, to the world, stating that the Giant is back and Neymar is the big statement. Um, of course, guys, this is something that just came out of Brazilian news, of this newspaper. Um, I'm not sure even what it was called, but I don't know what to make out of it. It's obviously just it's just news. In Italian, we call this cronaca, nothing else. Antonio disappeared, guys. I don't know where he's gone. He disappeared. But
Roy, can you hear me?
I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's go to chat. Let me ask chat. What do you think about Neymar? Neymar is with Puma also. Very interesting. Okay. Wait, maybe Antonio's back.
Roy, can you hear
Are
me?
you back?
Can you hear me?
Uh oh. No, no, no microphone.
Hello?
No microphone, Antonio. Can't hear you. A portion of his salary, that's our old wage budget. No, I did not mute him. I don't know what happened to Antonio, guys. I don't know what happened. Um, right, Antonio's very. I can't hear him. Oh my God, what's going on? What is going on? Okay, guys, let me go out. I'll sign out and I'll sign
Yeah, I
back
can
in.
see my microphone
Antonio,
moving.
if you can hear me, tell us about Neymar.
Okay. Well, from what I read, it seems like there's only a couple fringe links with
Hold
him,
on, guys.
and
I'll be
he's
back.
looking for a club right now. Yeah, I can. I believe that. Yeah, Roy. It's a problem on his end because I can hear Roy and I can see my microphone moving when I speak. So, I think I'm good, guys. Um, I don't know. Do you guys want us to sign Neymar? Because I personally would not want to sign him myself. Yeah, Christian. I think Roy did mute me, or it's a problem with his setup. So yeah, I'm gonna pull up a Sempre Milan article um, about Neymar if they did post one today, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure if they did.
All right. I'm back. I don't know what
Can you
happened.
hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because I was when I was speaking, and then I saw my microphone moving, but you just thought I was gone, even though it was there. Like, so it was just weird. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, Neymar. So this news about Neymar joining Milan may be on a possible. What do you think about it?
I don't want Neymar because I think he's just looking to stay in, like, just to be on any sort of Champions League team without really doing much. I
Really?
don't
So
think he's going to be contributing too much.
you don't think Neymar would have like a very positive impact on the team?
No, he has like I don't. I mean, he has. I wouldn't say a crazy ego, but he does sort of have. He's used to like being a superstar, things like that. And honestly, we need people that are humble and that are willing to just contribute.
I do agree that Neymar does not give me the idea of the warrior spirit, right? Like Ibrahimovic is a warrior spirit, and right now at Milan, a team full of youngsters, you need more of that kind of example, the warrior mentality, right? Because these are young players that need to be pushed. These are young players that need to have a father figure to help them grow and help them go through these moments of difficulties during the season. Neymar is more like a flashy player. He's not the kind of player that is going to fight for your team. But Neymar is quality, though. Neymar is quality. Neymar is going to bring you, first of all, a lot of eyes on the team. A lot of shirts. You're going to be seeing a lot of AC Milan shirts being sold around the world with that name on it. So there's a lot of positive aspects. There's a lot of pros when it comes to Neymar. Football wise, obviously you're going to see more eyes on the TV with Neymar on the pitch. and then football-wise, probably more goals, more assists. But I do agree that I think my opinion is that he's not the kind of guy that can really inspire a locker room to become fighters, right? Even though he did have when he was with Barcelona, he wasn't the one pushing the team. He seemed to be the third guy after Suarez and Messi, but he was a freaking amazing third guy, right? When he was there being pushed under the reins of Messi and Suarez, he was incredible. Then when he went to PSG and it was his time to take the reins, if you look at his numbers year by year, they went smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. So for you, it'd be a big no.
I mean, if we're willing to pay the wages, which I don't think we are, like, and we can bring him in, like, I wouldn't be like, super upset, but I don't really see the point in doing this, and I don't think it's possible at all.
Yeah. No, okay, no. There, I definitely agree. I don't think this is possible either. I think this is just something that came out today. It'll stay there today, and then it'll disappear tomorrow. Nobody will be talking about it again. All right, let's get back to the news, though. Let's get back to the news.
Roy, by the way, just to keep this interesting, like, I'm gonna keep just giving you like the breaking news from all of the football universe.
Okay.
Yeah, to inform everyone, Zeki Celik is a done deal to AS Roma. It's official now.
What position does this player play?
He's a right back. He played against us in the Europa League.
He's right back.
Pretty solid.
Okay.
I think Roma have to improve their wing backs personally.
Guys, I want to know in the chat. Carlo Moretti says is a big no from me. I want to know in the chat what do you guys think? Would you like to have Neymar in the team? Yes or no? I'm curious to see what you guys in the chat say.
Roy, also, Monza have been very active today, signing 2 players. They're not really major players though. I think they're just some players from Pisa and some other Italian clubs. Also, Hellas Verona have made it official. I think they've loaned out Piccoli. I think he's an Atalanta player. Who was on loan at Cagliari or some other club. So Verona have now made that official. And just a couple of other news, but I'm waiting for more confirmations about Maldini though. But I'm not seeing anything yet.
Guys, so far, if you just joined us so far, we've had 2 sources saying that Maldini they have come to an agreement, but just connecting the dots together, guys. Ricky Massara right now is in Rimini in the famous hotel where all the deals are made. So this pretty much says that he's been put to work. Ricky Massara has been put to work. The Calcio Mercato officially starts tomorrow, 1st of July, where contracts can be deposited. The fact that he's there in this famous hotel at Rimini. What is the hotel called, Antonio? Do you know what it's called?
I think, I'm going to pull up the tweet again, but it is... I think I remember reading this.
This is the famous hotel that Mino Raiola, when he was alive, complained about the internet service, very slow internet.
It's the Grand Hotel, I think it's called, but let me look up the on Google. Yeah, the Grand Hotel Rimini. It's I think that's just what it's called.
The Grand Hotel Rimini. If Massara is there, then guys, we can absolutely say that for no doubt, Maldini, Massara, all these guys have already signed their contracts.
Rimini is a party city, for sure.
It is a party city, yeah. By the way, so as I was saying, 2 sources have said that there has been an agreement between the parties. Okay, so Neymar, no. Nonso says no. Ricky M says medium size, no. What? Sorry, did I miss anything? Why are we talking about Neymar like he's a target? Really? Just a rumor that came out of Brazil. Since when did we start recruiting actors in a football team? Look at this, guys. Nobody wants Neymar. Wow. What a sad story, this player, huh? Yes, because any sign would be good for broke conditions for sure. I'll take Neymar all day. We got one. We got to take her. Jamal. Guys, we got 52 viewers right now. Please like the video. It doesn't cost you anything. Be a Milanista, guys. Show me you're a Milanista. Click the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. I hope it doesn't hurt your finger to click on that like button. It helps the channel grow. And guys, here we are. Doing this for you, making sure that you get all the updated news in real time regarding the most important piece of the puzzle of today's team, the DS, the legend himself, Paolo Maldini. How many likes are we at, by the way?
We have 51 views, Roy. Today's a good day for news.
30 likes, guys, and 51 viewers. Come on, guys. Of course we have 51 views. I put Neymar in the thumbnail, and then everybody's... I'll put Cristiano Ronaldo tomorrow. Roy, do you think Maldini delayed the renewal to get the upper hand on Redbird, or the opposite? Yeah, no. Maldini... If there's someone that... Maldini obviously tried to push it as much as he can to get as much as he could. Obviously, because the one that complained about the current situation was Maldini. And this was also something that was being brought up in other channels and other people that I've heard saying, which makes sense. Of course, Maldini is trying to find the least amount of compromise possible. Italy, 7:08 p.m., June 30 right now. Marketing wise, good move, but he makes 30 million net. Can we afford that? Well, no. According to that article, it would be shared. The wages would be shared between PSG and Milan. But as I said, guys, that is just something that came out of Brazil. It's a crazy newspaper story. We'll go with it. If we can get a top player like Neymar, why not? Would prefer Dybala, says Daniele Metatore. Good question. If you were to choose between the two, Antonio, who would you go for? Neymar or Dybala?
Oh my gosh. That's difficult. Probably Dybala. He fits more of what we're trying to do.
Well, why? Why Dybala?
I think... Let me just compare their ages. So, Dybala is...
Oh, it's astronomical.
28 years old, right? So,
yeah, I mean, one makes like 30 million a year, some crazy number like that. Dybala makes like a quarter of that.
Right, so it's more realistic. Also, Neymar is just a little bit older than him, so the like 2 years, but they're both on the older side. But Dybala's still 28, so he's still sort of in his prime. And he's used to the Serie A, and he's just more realistic. So I think, but I mean, Neymar overall is a better player, but you don't know what form of Neymar you're going to get. And I'm confident that Dybala is going to be more like consistent when he does perform.
For some reason, I feel like Neymar is done with football. Like, you know, it feels like he is not. He doesn't have the motivation anymore. Maybe a new surroundings would give him that fire to bring it. I do feel like Neymar is going towards a down spiral. PSG is like all this news about PSG not interested to keeping him anymore. He's been linked with all the teams in Europe, with Juventus, with Manchester United, I think, a bunch of teams. Chelsea. The other day, Thiago Silva came out and said, "Neymar, come to Chelsea." You know, so it's a strange situation with Neymar. He is on the market. If Mr. Cardinale can bring Neymar to Milan, I'm sure a lot of people will be happy. Let's see what happens. Not many people in this chat, though. David Portillo says, Neymar, hell yeah. There you go. Mbappe said if he would ever go to an Italian club, it would be AC Milan. So that would be fantastic. We would love to see Mbappe. That's my favorite player. So I would love to see Mbappe Milan one day. It's okay to dream, like it's okay to click that like button, guys. Neymar doesn't get injured much, right? Actually, I think he is a little bit injury prone. He likes to fake. He likes to fake his injuries on the field. That's for sure. Neither, both are finished. Carlo Moretti says. Neymar finally realized he wasn't as good as he thought. He couldn't even lace Kaká's boots. Damn. One thing is that Neymar definitely came to the realization that Messi was always going to be above him. So that South American, um, what do you want to call it, rivalry between Brazil and Argentina, of who has the best superstar. This generation has definitely been won by the Argentinians with Messi. So Neymar is definitely contending with that, but Neymar respects Messi. Neymar is only useful for Brazil. Club-wise, I don't see the same energy from him. I agree, Sborn. I definitely agree with that. Neymar got that Brazilian curse of being distracted by luxurious lifestyle. I agree with that as well. Cardinal is not stupid. If he wants to make more money, then he gets Neymar. And I agree with that as well.
Speaking of Dybala, though, you've seen the news, right, today?
Yes, and we're definitely going to go into that. Let's use that as a segue. And Cardinale. So, there was an article that came out regarding Dybala.
It was also put on the Gazzetta dello Sport front page, I'm pretty sure. Like, they said, Redbird wants Dybala.
Yes, and this news came out also a week ago. A week ago it wasn't Redbird, it was Elliot. That Elliot was looking to see if it could get. They had sent some emissaries to find out information regarding Dybala. Now, but let's dream a little bit here. Cardinale, Cardinale is a man that owns an investment company that deals with sports. He's very aware, I would imagine, that bringing these big names gives him a good look and, inspires the fans, right? It'd be a good political move for him to bring in a big name. And it's not like he has the luxury of bringing big names like PSG does. But Dybala on a free is more realistic, right? So, I don't know. You pick and choose what you want to believe. This is what the article says. The situation at Milan is peculiar, to say the least, and a solution is needed fairly soon, otherwise the Mercato could be a very disappointing one for the club. Heading into the new season like that would be detrimental. Cardinale, the CEO of Milan's new owners Redbird, closing in September, knows how valuable the signing of Dybala would be, not just for the squad, but also to please the fans and paint a good picture for the future in the media. Exactly, that's what I was saying. Inter are still talks with Dybala and his agent, with the commissions currently holding them back, but there's an opening for Milan. Cardinale is studying the signing, always with an eye on the budget, but perhaps the Rossoneri will snatch Dybala from Inter just like they did with Tonali. Question is, do you believe this? Do you think this is true? Or is this something the media made up?
I think that there could be some truth to it, but I don't think that this really matters that much because Elliot still have most of the power right now, and it's going to be kind of up to them, I think, to pull this deal over the line. So I don't really see. I mean, there could be some truth to it, but as of now, it's way too early to really think that this is like realistic. Also, I'm looking at the chat, guys. Yeah, we did. Joel, John, we did it. We did call this out, so this is good news. I'm gonna actually, for now, I'm gonna put the banner that I just quickly made on the bottom here, just so that we all can see it. But
yeah, no. As I said, I think it's possible that they're looking at these big signings for the politics of it, right? And also to give a good impression to the fans. If you gift the fans a name like Dybala, obviously, there's going to be a lot of praise for the management, and it's a statement. That's a statement signing. So I'm sure that maybe they're looking into it. Whether it's possible or not, I don't think it's possible because, as far as we know today, unless we find out what the new rules are, you know, I don't think we can afford anything like Dybala or Neymar or these kind of players. Speaking of Neymar, John Ninja 10 says Neymar is better than all Milan players together. Um, is he though? Is he really? I don't think so, my man. But I like how we put Neymar in the thumbnail, Neymar in the title, and then we get all these Neymar fans in here. That's pretty cool. But this is the power of Neymar. This is what I'm saying, right? You put Neymar there, just his name attracts so much attention, and uh, and the club would benefit so much from that. Doesn't Dybala and Tonali have bad blood to each other? In games, are always on each other's throat. I mean, I'm always
Especially in the game.
Red John and I are always have bad blood with each other, but it's okay. um, Dybala, I think good for Milan, but I hope he can accept 5 million a year. Yeah, if he can accept 5 million a year, I think that would be good. That would definitely be good. Without injuries, Neymar is the best talented player in the world. I mean, look, there's no doubt that Neymar is in the top amongst the top players in the world. There's no doubt about that. And I don't care what people say. I don't care what people say. You're talking about Brazil's top talent. You're talking about a guy that he won the Champions League, and when he won the Champions League, he was one of the main actors of that Champions League decisively, really decisively. He, guys, I mean, against PSG, do you remember? Do you remember that game against PSG, Barcelona PSG? Um, wasn't that basically Neymar just brought Barcelona back from the death? That was a miracle
Yeah.
what Neymar did.
Roy, if you're interested at all in like other transfer news,
Yeah, bring him on, Antonio.
it's there's like a three-way race right now for Rafinha of Leeds,
Mm,
and he basically like Barcelona. I think are really they're fighting with Chelsea, and it looked like Arsenal, but Chelsea was the main destination. I think it still is, but Barcelona are now pushing. I think they've offered around 60 million to try to sign him now. I don't know if that's going to be accepted. Um, Let me pull up the
yes,
official tweet.
and which is perfect that you bring this up because this is definitely connected to this player on the screen right now, De Catler, since De Catler is also linked with Leeds, correct? I think Rafinha's move out of Leeds is going to mean that Milan is going to have to fight Leeds for De Catler. And as we've seen, these players that are more connected to the Anglo-Saxon world rather than the Latin world have no problem going to the Premier League, except in the Premier League. But I do think that De Catler going to Leeds, I mean, is that even an upgrade from Bruges to Leeds? Is that even an upgrade? I don't even think that's an upgrade. But let's read this report here regarding De Catler. Charles De Catler has been heavily linked with a move to AC Milan in the last few weeks. However, the operation has turned out to be quite complicated for the Rossoneri, unwilling to offer very high figures. Just this morning, Corriere dello Sport reported that De Catler is one of the players that Milan have in mind of the attacking trio. Whether he arrives or not, though, is a different question. According to the Belgian journalist Alexander Breckman, Milan have followed the player for a very long time, and this is true, and the scouting reports are excellent, and we know this for sure. However, they're unwilling to go beyond 30 million plus bonuses, and the official offer is yet to be made. Club Brugge want to get close to 40 million as possible, and they're aware that this might happen given the interest of Leeds as well as Leicester. If Leeds sells Rafinha for 60 million, forget about it, guys.
Hey Roy,
Yeah,
uh, this is a tweet. Sorry, this is a management tweet. I just
go
read
go go ahead.
from this guy Antonello Gioia. And
Antonello Gioia.
I'll read it in Italian, but then I'll translate.
Go for it.
Ivan Gazidis ha appena lasciato casa Milan. Non c'è Ricky Massara che parlerà tra poco da Rimini ad un evento Sky.
Okay.
Attendiamo l'uscita di Paolo Maldini. Sono ore decisive. Manco a dirlo. But basically, I think this was posted before the confirmations came. So basically, what it says is Gazidis left Casa Milan. Ricky Massara isn't there because he's speaking in a little bit from Rimini. Another tweet from another video of Massara speaking with Thiago Pinto at the Grand Hotel.
Okay. Tiago Pinto is the
Roma,
DS of
Roma.
Roma. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of news, guys. A lot of news. And then basically what it's saying is he's going to be speaking soon from Rimini. So this is interesting.
Okay, good. So hopefully we can catch that while it happens. Again, the fact that he's there. I mean, why would he be there if he's not going to be a Milan employee the next few hours?
Wait, I'll be back in 2 minutes, and I swear it's 2 minutes this time.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Let's see, guys. Let's start your stopwatches, guys. Anyway, going back to the De Ketelaere situation, Club Brugge want to get close to 40 million as possible, and they are aware that this might happen given the interest of Leeds and Leicester. Milan, therefore, might see another target somewhere move elsewhere this summer after Sven Botman. And this is what it kind of smells like. It smells like a Sven Botman kind of situation, the De Ketelaere situation. These players that are playing for like these smaller clubs like Club Brugge or like Lille, etc. And they're not Latin players. If the Premier League comes calling, they're gonna go. They're gonna go to the Premier League, and they're gonna play. De Ketelaere could go there to play Leeds, kick ass at Leeds for a year or two, and then here comes Man City, here comes Liverpool, here comes Chelsea, here comes this other team, and these teams have no problem splashing the cash to swoop these players up. So right now, today, the 30th of June, me and I would say most fans can't be confident that we have the spending power or even the attraction power to convince these players to come. Maybe De Ketelaere wants to come to Milan, but Club Brugge is saying, I don't care where you want to go. Leeds is about to give me what I'm asking, so I'm going to push this towards them. So it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Let's see what... Now, when it comes to that position, I said this the other day. The thing that to me seems the most realistic is a Raspadori. Raspadori is the most realistic one because Raspadori is only valued at 30 million right now. 30 million. Milan can negotiate it down. Raspadori is not a player. Leeds is not interested in Raspadori. No English club is interested in Raspadori. No English club even cares about Raspadori, etc. So we don't have to worry about that. When it comes to Italian players, the only things that we got to worry about is either Juve, Inter, or PSG, right? PSG is not interested in Raspadori. Italian players do not like to go abroad. Raspadori is the most realistic one because we can negotiate that price down maybe to 25. Raspadori has said this season that he wants to move. He wants to go. He wants to play at a higher level club. Scamacca has said that also. But Raspadori has said that. And also, when it comes to Sassuolo, there's all these exchange players that you can deal with. Sassuolo has said there was interest for some of our youngsters. Maybe we can do that. So I think Raspadori is more realistic than De Ketelaere, than a lot of names. Is there anything else that has come out regarding Ziyech? Antonio, have you read?
No, no news today. It's kind of like, I think there's sort of like a bunch of stalls on the players we're looking at as of now because we have to get rid of like this situation with the management, and I think we're dealing with that now, and it's a we're about to maybe into next week. It's going to be July 1st tomorrow, maybe even tomorrow. It'll be July 1st. The Mercato will be completely open, and our management should be secured, and we should start to see these more news in the coming days. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, guys, if you haven't already, please click the like button and subscribe. And of course, you can send super chat stickers to support the channel. But one thing that definitely doesn't cost you anything is to just put your finger over that like button or that subscribe button. So let's go to chat. Let's see what chat is saying regarding the situation. We still don't have any official news from Milan regarding the Maldini's signatures. I disagree. He's more realistic. No way he and Scamacca are both living, in my opinion. Well, Hans, I think, is very biased regarding the color thing because Hans really wants the color to come to Milan. See, I'm kind of not being biased about anything. I'm just looking at the math here. I don't think if Club Brugge is willing.
You love Italian players though, so.
No, but I'm also trying to be as objective as I can. If Club Brugge, I don't think Club Brugge has any interest in doing us any favors. I mean, why would they? Why would they? Unless De Cadler decides to say no to anything. I mean, why would Club Brugge do us any favors? I don't see that happening. I mean, even Traoré. I would say this: Traoré. Okay, he's not Italian. There you go. Traoré is a million times more realistic than De Ketelaere. Traoré, a player that wants to move, a player whose agent, same agent as Pioli, same agent as Messias, has been linked to Milan. Nobody else is looking for Traoré, right? Milan is looking at Traoré. Maybe there's some smaller teams around Europe that are looking for Traoré, but I just think that the De Ketelaere thing. I mean, it can happen. It can happen. I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm saying it can happen. But let's be objective here. Let's not just say, "Hey, this is the player that I want." Guys, I want Mbappé to come to Milan. I'm not going to insist that he's coming to Milan. I wanted Zaniolo to come to Milan, but at this point, I've already given up on Zaniolo. I think Zaniolo is already on his way to Juventus. So I'm just being as objective as possible. I'm trying to be objective as possible here, guys. I'm not in the business of making the mercato myself. I'm in the business of just being as objective as possible about the news that is coming out. I mean, what do you think about this situation, Antonio?
I think you're right to say that De Ketelaere is not really realistic as of now because there's many things that are blocking us from getting him, like the transfer fee and like you said, Club Brugge doesn't owe us anything, so to them we're just another club, like another big club that wants to take their players. So it's not like they're going to be giving him away and like try to give us discounts. So yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a matter of it's not a matter of biasisms and all of this stuff. It's just putting 1 and 2 together, and 1 and plus 2 is 3. It's not 4. Let's go. Let's keep on going. Hans is very pissed off right now. Roy, are you going to buy the Rossonero watch? No, I don't know there was a watch. I didn't know there was a watch. No, Roy, you're wrong. He doesn't want lower mid-table or relegation teams in the Premier League. But maybe Botman didn't really want to go to Newcastle either. But Lille just did not give him the green light to go to Milan. His biological clock is going wet. For me, Berardi is the best choice for us right now. He knows Serie A. Also, he's having double digits. What do you think, Roy? I'm totally for Berardi. I mean, that is would be one of my first choices. The fact that we're not hearing anything about Berardi at all. Nobody's talking about Berardi. He's no teams. I mean, unless I'm missing something, unless you guys found something. But there's no team right now that is being linked to Berardi. It is very strange to me. It is very strange to me that nobody's talking about Berardi. He was being linked to Juventus a little while ago. He was being linked to Roma a little bit a while ago. But there's a lot of silence regarding Berardi right now, which is very strange. Now, in these a few years, Berardi was always known as Pioli's number one target after Chiesa. When Pioli went to Chiesa, we lost Chiesa to Juve. If Berardi comes, guys, that would be a super signing, in my opinion. A super, super, super signing. I disagree. He's more realistic. No way he and Scamacca are both leaving, in my opinion. Okay. BS, you're completely biased towards Italian. Hans is Hans. You have to be realistic, my man. Bruges is not going to give you any favors. They're not going to sell. They're not going to sell. They're not going to sell De Keller to Milan just because they want to make us happy. If it happens, it happens. If it happens, it happens. 30 million will get it done if we offer it. Well, if Hans has a direct line with DS of Bruges and Maldini, then please show us the proof. But we just have to put one and one together, guys. We can't just. This is not make believe. We cannot pretend we are doing the market. We are here to judge the market and to speculate on the market. We cannot pretend that we are there doing the market ourselves. I think sometimes a lot of us kind of think that we are actually the ones doing the market. We're not. We're just talking about it, speculating about it. And let's see, guys. Let's see if tomorrow, I'm hoping with a new cycle, we are going to find out what the budget is going to be. We're going to find out what the strategies are going to be. Obviously, once we have the official signing of Maldini and Massara, once it's official, we will have an idea of what they want to do. And we'll find out whether CDK is a lost cause or he's not. But today, if you want to be objective, you can't say that he is realistic. Him, Zaniolo, are not realistic anymore. Juve can't buy Zaniolo. They're going to have Di Maria so he can come to defend and play the Allegri style, but Zaniolo can't fit in Allegri style. Actually, I disagree. Zaniolo would fit in that style very well because Zaniolo does the defensive part very well and the offensive part very well, and Allegri needs counter-attacking players for the style of football he plays because Allegri pushes his team all the way back, tries to win the ball in his own half, and tries to win the ball while the opposing team has a high line and then tries to attack space. So players like Zaniolo, who is one of the most athletic players in Italy, players like Di Maria or Chiesa, these super direct players are exactly what Juventus needs. So he would definitely fit Allegri's system for sure. Is Ronaldo joining Roma? I don't think that's going to happen. This is another one that makes no sense. There's no way Ronaldo can join Roma because why would Ronaldo go down to the Europa League? He wants to play in the Champions League. If he's going to play in the Europa League, he might as well stay in the Champions League. Antonio, any more breaking news? What's going on?
Not yet. I'm getting a bunch of Twitter notifications though. I'll let you know. There's like a bunch of like movement, but not really Milan related. So I'll let you know when I see like something else.
Gotcha.
I may have to sign off at I'll say like the next hour mark. So whatever that is for you. I think it's like 11 for you.
Okay. Perfect. No problem.
In the next like 20 minutes, basically.
Hopefully we get some new official news by then, guys. But if you haven't already, guys, please click the subscribe button and click the like button. Again, that doesn't cost you anything. Berardi like being a big fish in a small pond. That is true. That is definitely true. His career is kind of defined by that saying. I gotta say, Newcastle is going to be fighting for top 4 soon. Leicester's a S-hole without Vardy and Leeds barely escaped relegation. You're insane if you think Newcastle and Leicester Leeds is the same. The money Newcastle is behind is ridiculous right now. Hans, listen, my man. I know you really want CDK to come to Milan. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. Again, there's a lot of players I want to see at Milan, but I don't make the mercato. They make the mercato. I don't put the budget. They put the budget. Roy, will you be disappointed if Renato joins PSG? Yes, I'll be very disappointed if Renato joins the PSG. I think that was a very realistic target, especially for the price, especially the fact that we were after him for such a long time, and the fact that we made him slip. That's a bad look. That's a bad look. That's an own goal. We pretty much scored an own goal with the Renato Sanchez thing. That was a realistic target that we shouldn't have missed. Newcastle definitely the Real Sultan club that Man City with money they have behind. I know that Newcastle has one of the richest owners around. Yeah. Masada arrives at Mercato inauguration with a smile on his face. Guys, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's pretty much official. That's what makes it official. All right, let's see what other anything new. Here it is. Come on, guys. Are you telling me that this smile, look at this ugly ass smile. Are you telling me that this ugly ass smile is telling you, yo, I'm done with Milan. I don't have a job in a few hours. And why would he even be there? I think this pretty much makes it official. Ricky Massara, the sporting director of AC Milan, has arrived at Grand Hotel in Rimini for the annual Mercato inauguration, which starts tomorrow, guys. Finally tomorrow we get to find out what the plans of Milan are going to be. Finally tomorrow. We have been doing this for 2 weeks, every single day, following all the reports. It's been a torment. It's been a hurricane. We've been going through. Finally tomorrow it finally starts, and Milan news is going to be very, very action-packed. Based on the videos that have been published, he's in a good mood. Masada and Paolo Maldini are on the verge of renewing with Milan, and the official announcement could arrive very soon. It's not exactly strange, therefore, that Masada looked in a good mood after a few weeks of uncertainty. The current deals will expire at midnight, meaning Milan really waited until the last minute to get these renewals done, etc., etc. This is in Italian. Giorgio Musso, in attesa dell'ufficiale sul rinnovo, in the wake of the new renewal, the DS Frederick Massara arrived at the Grand Hotel in Rimini for the event of the grand opening of the Calciomercato in Italy. And here you go.
Can't hear you, Roy. This is the video that I was referring to earlier when I called that out. Yeah, it's just and there's another video with him speaking to Thiago Pinto.
It looks like he signed a contract, right? Doesn't it look like he just signed a contract with Redbird?
Must.
Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer at this point. I really think it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
Oh man, I hope so. I'm scared that we haven't seen any other confirmations.
Gazzetta dello Sport, has Gazzetta dello Sport said anything?
That I've seen. Let me check their Instagram.
Gazzetta dello Sport has said nothing, just at least on the website, nothing yet on the Gazzetta dello Sport. Senior Green says, I already miss it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Wait, no, I'm just saying that Di Marzio, who's very reliable, he posted on his Instagram that I think he's at the hotel, and he said Massara del Milan in attesa di formalizzare e firmare il rinnovo all'inaugurazione del mercato. That's what he posted on his so he's I guess he's saying waiting for him to make the formal you know agree to make that public basically and share it with everyone. So he's there. So that's good news for sure if he's saying that.
Hmm.
So it's not official yet, but I mean, the fact that he's saying that is very good news. What are your
Okay.
thoughts?
No, yeah, yeah. Look, okay. I'll be frank. I'll be super honest with you, Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
I had a very good feeling about this yesterday already. Um, just because I think if there was a feeling of them not signing, we would have had much more like negative news about this whole situation. I think we would have had more like clear indicators that Maldini was not going to sign. But a lot of news was coming out that he had already signed. A lot of news.
Your microphone cut out again. Roy, can you please get a new setup?
All right, sorry, my bad. No, I was saying I already felt quite positive about it yesterday, especially with all the news that was coming out. I think that if he wasn't going to sign, we were going to get more indicators that he wasn't going to sign. Like the fact that he was in and out of Casa Milan, the fact that Costa Curta said that he was happy, the article in the Repubblica that said pretty much that they all have agreed, etc., but they just want to make a big spectacle out of it, so that's what they're waiting for. Today, the fact that Masara was on his way to Rimini, that made me very positive. Um, so overall, I was quite positive yesterday about this. Today is more confirmation of it. I think it just cost us. It cost us Sanchez. That's the only thing that I'm upset about. It cost us Sanchez.
It's
If
not
it,
over yet. It's not
but
over
it's
yet.
not over yet. I don't know what happened with Botman. I don't know if Botman was just a thing where the management just did not agree with Maldini on Botman anymore, or Maldini just at a certain point didn't want to go for him.
Apparently,
I
there's
don't
a
know.
transfer war between Torino and Fiorentina for Golini, the
Golini.
goalkeeper.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's leaving Tottenham.
Yeah. So I'm pretty positive about the whole scenario. So I'm very curious to see what the strategy is because I really want to tell my friend Hans the Scout Erdman Legolas that yes, CDK is definitely a possibility because I know that's what he wants to hear from everybody. So tomorrow we'll find out, or Monday we will find out what the strategy is and how much money or more. I don't think they're going to tell us how much money the club has, but we're going to have an idea. We're going to have an idea. Anything else coming out?
No. From what I'll let you know if I say anything. But
Maldini signs renewal more thriller than last minute transfer. I know, crazy, huh? Did you guys talk about new top two playoff? Yeah, yeah. So pretty much, if two teams in the Serie A finish with the same points, there's going to be a playoff. So let's see. Let's see if they're going to engineer the Scudetto for that to happen. I told you guys not to panic. Why would the new ownership come in and not keep them after we just won the title unexpectedly after a decade of waiting? I mean, that would have been that is the logical thing to do. Well, it's Jamal the spy, Jamal, the man that did not know what position Paolo Maldini played. Very interesting, Jamal. Very interesting, Jamal. Okay, let's see if there's any new news.
on Twitter, I'm just scanning Twitter. I don't see anything.
Gazzetta dello Sport still has not said anything, and we are what 7:47 in Italy.
Should be, yeah.
And I don't think, and I think Maldini is still at Casa Milan right now. I think they were going to report it if he was going to be leaving. All right, let's see what else, what other players have been linked to Milan. So there was a Brazilian player that was being linked to Milan, and then that Sesko guy. This kid here, promising a Santos winger worth 2 million. Now this is realistic. 2 million to Milan. Let's see. Paolo Maldini and Ricky Massaro on the verge of renewing with AC Milan, and that could not unlock the market. And that could unlock the market. In addition to problem players, some are also proposed to the club through agents, such as Reiner Luan de Oliveira Damasceno, also known as just Rainier, plays as a winger for Santos and he will turn 19 at the beginning of July. As has been learned by Sempre Milan, he has been proposed by Milan to Ricky Massara. The youngster can play almost everywhere in attack, but his primary position is right wing. He has a price tag of just 2 million, though it's bound to increase given the talent of the player. It remains to be seen what Milan will make of the proposed move. In the meantime, Maldini and Massara are both working on the renewal with Milan, and it seems a final offer has been made by the club. Everybody feels positive. Do you know this player, Antonio? Have you ever heard of this guy?
Say that again. Which player? I was just listening to Daniele Longo's Maldini video again, but just
guys, let me just get to the super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Ivan Perez, really appreciate it, my friend. Since Kessie is in limbo, should we take him back if Barcelona deal falls through, or should we continue pursuing Sanchez? Forza Milan. Great question, Ivan Perez. Great question, and once again, thank you for the super chat. And guys, unfortunately, every time we show goals, we get copyrighted, but there's one goal that we never get copyrighted by. And before answering that question, this one is for you. Thank you for the super chat.
Cagliari can do Milan a favour. The game will be up as far as the defending champions are concerned. And what about this for a run from Teo Hernandez? Fantastic!
Thank you, Ivan Perez. So, good question here. Really good question, I gotta say. Since Kessie's in limbo, should we just go back with Kessie? Or should we keep on pursuing the Sanchez? I mean, honestly, in my perfect world, I would love to have a midfield with Kessie, Sanchez, Tonali, and Benacer. That would be the best midfield in the world ever. But if I were to choose between Kessie and Sanchez, I think Sanchez, because Sanchez gives you that extra football quality that Kessie just does not have. The difference, the big major difference between Kessie and Sanchez is that Kessie is a robot. He's a cyborg. He never gets injured. Kessie can play 2 seasons without ever getting injured, while Sanchez, his history has shown that he does get injured quite often. But there's such an immense difference when it comes to quality of the game. Sanchez proposes the beautiful game. Sanchez can do those quick 1-2s. Sanchez can dominate midfields with his talent. You know, Kessie can't do that. Kessie does not have Sanchez's feet, but Kessie he's indestructible. So it's really balancing that out. Do I want a player with less quality but is reliable for me for the whole season, never gets injured, or do I want a player with way much more quality but does get injured often? So I think I'll go with Sanchez. I'll go with the quality. And I'll bite the dust and I'll bite the bullet on the fact that he does get injured a little bit more than he should. What do you think, Antonio? How would you answer this question?
Well, I want to say that even though Kessie is in limbo, I did read today that there are people who say that the Barcelona are basically, they told Kessie and Christensen, the other player that they made pre-contracts with, that they will be able to sign them, and it's just a matter of time. So it looks like that will happen. Also, Kessie posted on his Instagram a goodbye to the Milan fans, so I don't even know if he wants to come back at this point. He's kind of just moved on. So those two things would stop us. But yeah, I would like to have Kessie back, honestly, but I don't think it will happen. And I think that Sanchez would be the number one replacement. If you're asking me to compare those two players, it's hard because they're different. Like Roy said, I would want both, but I like Sanchez a lot. Like the way he plays, I prefer like watching Sanchez play. So that's my honest opinion.
Yeah, yeah, and also here, Eastbourne just wrote Barcelona now can register Kessie maybe by the end of the week. They will make it official. They got the money after selling 10% of their TV rights for around 250 million. Yeah, Kessie's story with AC Milan is unfortunately over. He did have a nice story. We say goodbye to the president. Hopefully, we can welcome in the Portuguese golden boy Sanchez. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Let's see. What is Hans responding to? Okay. Kessie over Sanchez. What about you guys in chat? What do you guys think in chat? If you had the choice, would you try and convince Kessie to stay, or would you try and pursue Sanchez? I want to know what you guys in chat would do. I'm curious to know what you guys would do as well. I don't know about the real Kessie, but 93 rated Kessie in FIFA is a beast. 93 rated. That is funny. Is that true? Is that how they rate him?
That would be like an ultimate team card, not the his base rating was probably like an 84 or something like that. But they have Ultimate Team releases better versions of players.
Gotcha. And by the way, speaking of Kessie and Romagnoli, their contract expires literally in a few hours, right? So in a few hours, Kessie will officially not be an AC Milan player, same as Romagnoli. Both their contracts expire tonight.
I did read that Romagnoli will be leaving for sure.
Oh, really? What did you read?
I think I read there was a Sempre Milan article today that I read. Or not for sure, but like most likely.
Okay, let's talk about these two players here. That this one is a new one that was linked today. Milan expressed interest, but Real Madrid man wants to stay in Spain, and we're talking about Dani Ceballos. Do you know anything about this guy?
Dani Ceballos? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was on loan at Arsenal this year. I don't know. I think he's like a right back, sort of, I believe. And I don't know. He's older. He doesn't really attract me personally. Not my favorite. We've been linked with him before, so.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I've seen him a lot, but not my favorite.
Well, let's see what this says. The Spanish midfielder, who made just 11 league appearances for Real Madrid this past season, has been linked with Milan before. The RossonARI have expressed their interest yet again as per goal, looking for an attacking midfielder. Ceballos wants to remain in Spain. Oh, I remember this player. He kicked ass in the under-21s. He kicked ass in the under-21s. I remember that final against Insigne in the under-21s, and he kicked some serious ass. Ceballos wants to remain in Spain, though, and he has put Real Betis at the top of his wish list if he were to leave the Bernabeu side this summer. However, Milan have an excellent relationship with Real Madrid, and thus a move cannot be ruled out. The price tag is around 15 to 20 million, but the feeling is that the RossonARI have other players in mind, such as Hakim Ziyech and Charles de Kettler. It remains to be seen what Maldini Masada will do, now close to renewing with the club. Yeah, I remember this player. This is actually a very good player, like a very technical good player. Player that can really hurt you if he is in the right frame of mind. But he's definitely not been doing well in Real Madrid. Only 11 appearances, not good at all. But I remember him when he was a youngster in the under-21s, and he kicked ass back then. Hans, I'm saying, okay, Ceballos is so good, but he gets injured too much. Got you. The other player I want to look at is this Brazilian guy. What's his name?
Reina or something?
No, David Luiz.
David Luiz. Wait, what about him? The old center back?
No.
Was there another David Luiz?
Or is it Douglas Luiz?
Oh, well, Danilo dos Santos was the other Brazilian player.
This guy.
Oh, Douglas Luiz. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's the player who has the hottest female soccer player as his girlfriend.
Really?
It's a meme, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's a meme. Christian brought it up earlier.
Have you ever seen this guy play?
A little bit. He seems pretty good, in my opinion.
I wonder if Brazil Scout has highlights of this guy.
Yeah, they probably do.
Douglas.
Right, I'm gonna sign off though, because it's like basically time.
All right, my man. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully, I'm just going to keep on going for a few more minutes here, but hopefully we can get the official news very soon. But thank you for joining us, Antonio. Really appreciate it.
And if this happens later on, and I get the news, I can always make a quick video where I just like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if you can just send me a thumbnail, that'd be good. But.
Will do.
All right, see you guys. Thank you for having me.
All right, have a good one. Later, bro.
Bye.
All right, here we go. Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz. Let's see who this Douglas Luiz. He's been linked with Milan for already for a while now. Almost every day they're talking about him. I have no idea who this player is. So we are going to check him out and see what the whole fuss is about. And in the meantime, we're going to also look at chat. Luiz has the hottest girlfriend, and Roy, I don't like him. Not technical, just body. Okay, so he's just a pure defensive midfielder. That's what you're saying, right? Okay. Age 23, so good age. Weight, he's super light, 66 kilograms. What? How is this guy a defensive midfielder and he's so light? Height 175, 5.9. Preferred foot right, weak foot. Weaknesses, weak foot, aerial duels. He's compared to these players here. Don't know who these players are. If you guys know anything about this player, please let me know. Please let me know. %pass success rate. That's pretty good. 22 appearances, 0 goals. Hopefully my connection is good and I can stream this video without any problems. All right, guys. How many likes are we at? We got to get to at least 50 before we finish, guys. We are 49. We need one more like to achieve today's goal. One more like and we are at 50, guys. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. We're almost there. Give me that one more like. We're almost there. All right, let's see him. I mean, to be fair, Barella is a very light player, and he's a badass midfielder. You know, he's very aggressive. I guess he must have strong muscle fibers. So this is another player that is being linked to Milan and is being referred to as a possible replacement for Kessie. Maldini signs the renewal. That has been reported by 2 sources. Nice play there. She's a meme for her ass only and blonde hair. So he apparently has the hottest chick. Let me see. Christian Pasmino is one of the most technical CDMs in his age group. He does look like he has some pretty good feet, actually, I gotta say. He plays for Aston Villa. He's got a nice long-range pass. Nice and precise, nice and soft. Ooh, nice. That's clever. Nice pass. Precise. Bad stop, though. Ole, jogo bonito. Nice. Clever. Yeah, this guy's good, actually. Yeah, this guy's good. From what I'm seeing in the highlights, of course, highlights only tell you so much. They can't tell you. They don't tell you the whole story. But at least you can see what he can do with the ball. But of course, highlights don't show you all the times he loses the ball or all the bad passes he makes, etc. Oh, he looks like a good player to me, actually. Wins the ball in the middle. Yeah, aggressive, methodical. We got a super sticker. Thank you, Raul, for the super sticker. Really appreciate Raul. Really appreciate the super sticker, Raul. Thumbs up, guys. We need to get to that 50 mark. Did we get to that 50 mark? Let's see, let's see. We did, guys. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. Raul, this one is for you.
Cagliari can do Milan a favour. The game will be up as far as the defending champions are concerned. And what about this for a run from Teo Hernandez? Fantastic!
Thank you, Raul. Much appreciated. He can't cover spaces very well. Also, he gets red cards too much. Okay, so he has disciplinary issues. Okay, Chunk, then I need to see more, but he loves to party. He's one of those party animals. Yeah, I mean, I like what I'm seeing so far. I like what I'm seeing. Let's see where this goes. Let's see where this goes. He's definitely a very interesting player. Let's see if there's any more breaking news, guys. Let's see if we have any more breaking news regarding the situation. Nothing yet. We're still at the same point. But again, guys, at this point, we have to really just put two and two together. Everything is done and dusted. All they want to do, as I suspect the other day, the 4th of July is going to be the day that you're going to have all the official things. That's when the team meets back at Milanello. It was reported that Cardinale was supposed to be at Casa Milan on the 4th of July. I'm not seeing those reports right now. I think that if that was in his itinerary, people would have known. Someone would have said that Cardinale is scheduled to be there. This is Thursday now. I guess it's. Is it Friday? No, yeah, it's still Thursday over there too. So we'll see. But I think Monday we're going to probably see everything, all the official signings, or maybe even tomorrow. We'll see. Damn, Man City owned this dude for 2 years, but he had work permit issues and never played for them. Ah, okay, I see. I've heard over 25 players that we only guess will come to Milan. We sound like the media itself. Relax, guys, and have faith. The actual words coming from ex-Pioli sounds good. That's enough for me. What words? What words? Defensively, not sound enough for me overall. Hans, are you familiar with this player? I'm not very familiar with this player, so if you know that he's not very defensively sound, then I'll take your word for it. All right, let's go to Gazzetta dello Sport. Let's go to sempremilan.it. Let's see if there's anything there. Nope, nothing here. Nothing here. What about Milan News? Let's go to milannews.it. If we have any new announcements. Okay, this is interesting right here. Maldini Massara, the new proposal arrives, soon the decision. So Elliott sent a new, or rather Maldini resent the contract back to Elliott. Elliott sent the contract back to Maldini, essentially. Nothing interesting. All stuff that we already know. Let's go to Spazio, Pianeta Milan. Pianeta Milan. Nothing yet. Nothing here, guys. Nothing. Nothing. Scaroni says he has a lot of confidence that Maldini Massara re-signing. Maldini present to the Chinese fans. Here we have we're talking about this lawsuit between Elliott and Blue Sky. All right, let's go to Gazzetta dello Sport. Anything happening with Gazzetta dello Sport? Look at this, guys. Romano has just confirmed Sanchez to Milan after confirming Sanchez to PSG was never happening. Are you joking? Safe? Are you being for real? What do we have here? Okay, these stupid ads. Get out of here. Il Milan cresce l'ottimismo. Optimism is... Let's see, can we translate this? No. Translate. Nope, nada. Nothing official yet, guys. Nothing official yet. Saif, you're just kidding. You're just kidding. Just kidding, guys. We still don't have any official word regarding the signatures, but I think everything has already been done and dusted. Everything has been already done and dusted. Quick recap today, guys. Basically, the more interesting stories today was this huge bombshell coming from Brazil saying that Neymar could be a possibility of Neymar coming to Milan. Of course, we're not going to put any stock into that, but Milan today has been accosted to Milan. Basically, the proposal was a loan where PSG pays for half of the salary, Milan pays for the other half of the salary, and basically this would be a big statement from the new management saying that Milan is a giant once again, and Neymar is going to be the face of this giant. Very interesting today. Similar story, rather similar concept to Dybala, a statement signing from Cardinale. Dybala more realistic than Neymar, of course, also because Dybala is in Italy. Dybala wants to stay in Italy. Dybala kind of plays the football that we want at Milano. We like to see that beautiful possession football game, and Dybala can definitely deliver there. So obviously, so could Neymar. But another story that came out today saying that Cardinale and co might or are trying to get Dybala as a statement, as a gift to the fans, and to show the fans that they're here and they're for real. And so very interesting, very interesting reports that came out. Of course, these are just reports. These are nothing official. We're going to comment on them. We're going to speculate on them. We're going to see what we think. And then, you know, the fact that Massara is at Rimini at the Grand Hotel where all the Calciomercato takes place. The Calciomercato officially starts at midnight. So I think that's a big statement right there. The fact that we had two sources, Longo and another source, came out saying that they have come to an agreement. I think a lot of us already knew this. We're just waiting for that official statement, and I'm sure that official statement will be coming soon. All right, guys, we're going to wait a few more minutes to see what happens, and then that will be it for today. And if we do have an official statement, we're going to put out a video, or we're going to go live later on. But in the meantime, guys, if you have not subscribed or liked this the stream today, it's probably because you're a Juventino. We're at 51 likes, guys. Let's make it a 55. Come on, guys. Let's make it a 55, and that will be great for today. Super, super achievement. Let's make it a 55, and let's get those subs up. The goal is to get to 3K by the end of the Calcio Mercato. We are going to be following this Calcio Mercato daily, every single day, guys. We're going to be live following the Calcio Mercato, being right here with every official story that comes out. And guys, we're going to know exactly what the strategy of Milan is going to be starting from tomorrow. Tomorrow, we should know what the strategy is going to be, because tomorrow the new financial cycle starts. Today is the end of the financial cycle. So tomorrow the new financial cycle starts, and tomorrow, in theory, Maldini and Masada should have already renewed, and therefore we should have some news regarding the strategies. No more Lungo Twitter feeds saying that we have $50 million to spend. All right. Let's go to chat. Let's see what chat is saying. He does crazy mistakes at times, unforgivable stuff. Offensively solid though. Okay, so he's more an offensive. Safe, no way. Where's the yeah, Safe, just kidding. I'm sorry at this point. I'm imagining signings to be happy. There has been reports about Leo president saying that he never received an offer from PSG. Yep. We went over this. That was very good news. Let's hope that is true. Ban this guy. Ban Saif for life for messing with people's hearts. Saif lives every AC Milan moment with a lot of heart. How's Laert? He's probably so sad that he's doing meditation to relax. Guys, we're gonna find out how Laert is on Sunday with his transfer news show. So let's see. Roy, put up Brazil Scouts video of Sesco. This was the guy agent that took a picture of Maldini today. All right, so let's do this. Our last thing for today. Let's check out this. Let's check out this Sesco player. Basically, another indication that Maldini is working and he's here to stay. Bro, non è che ci vuole tanto. Ziyech, Sanchez, Deca, chiedo troppo. Ma Ziyech è possibile, Sanchez doveva essere già fatto, Deca non so chi è, no, non chiedi troppo affatto. Non chiedi troppo affatto. Okay, let's check out who this Sesca guy is. Of course, some delays would occur to Milan compared to other clubs since we went into an owner transition right before end of the season. Other clubs De Catler. De Catler è difficile secondo me. Purtroppo De Catler è difficile. Almeno oggi è difficile. Poi vedremo domani. Alright, Sesca. Brazil Scout. Okay, got him. No. I don't see him on Brazil Scout, Mr. Hans. I don't see Sesco on Brazil Scout. Oh, Sesco. Is that his name? Sesco? Sesco, no Sesca. There he is. Welcome to Borussia Dortmund. Brazil Scout. Here we go. Let's see. So this is basically the player. The agent represents this player here. The agent that took the picture with Maldini today represents this player. So we're going to check him out. We're going to see what this is all about. And apparently there's a watch named after him, according to Saif. All right. So let's see. Copy, paste. I've already said Maldini have signed again. It's done already, but don't need to be presented to us if you don't want to. I think the presentation will be with Cardinale when it comes to Milan. Okay, all right, okay. Let's look at this right away. This number here is disgusting. 70% pass rate. So how many mistakes does this guy make? This guy makes a million mistakes. 70% pass rating is terrible. Okay, so he's 18, so he's a teenager. Damn, he's tall. 6.4 and he's only 18? This guy still has to grow. How tall is he going to be? Is he going to be like 6.7 by the time he's 25? 77 kilograms, striker. Okay. He's compared to Haaland, Vlahovic, Broja. Terrible passing rate, though. Terrible passing rate. He must make a lot of mistakes in his layoffs and is just passing. 10 goals, 7 assists, not bad for an 18-year-old. 2 yellow cards, 1 red card, market value 8.8 million. But he's a teenager. I'm not a big fan of teenagers, guys. I'm not a big fan of teenagers. Teenagers need time to develop, otherwise you burn them too fast, and you got to give teenagers the time to develop. All right, let's see what he's all about. Okay, nice. Clever. Nice layoff with the head. I guess that was him, right? Yeah. Or this guy? No, I think it's this tall motherfucker, right? Okay. I mean, he definitely looks like a basketball player. Look at him. That has to be him. He's huge. Hans loves these freaking basketball player looking types. Nice. Not bad. I mean, definitely an interesting prospect for sure. Nice passing. Crisp passing. Okay. Well, let's see how he develops. He could be an interesting player that you can get. But again, when it comes to teenagers, you really have to watch out. You really have to watch out with teenagers. You can't get a teenager and expect him to be, the player that is going to make you win any kind of trophies. Teenagers need to have their time to absorb, to develop, to learn. They need to play, they need to play. Teenagers need to play. He definitely has talent. I mean, he's playing for a team that competes, pretty high levels. Clever feet. So basically, the agent of this player was he is the next Haaland from the same club. He's super fast for someone his height. He's been, if Hans sees a player that is over 10 feet tall, he's like, yeah, that's the guy. But he's good. He's good for sure. I don't like the fact that he has a really poor passing rate. That says that he makes a lot of mistakes. That says that he makes a lot of mistakes. So, the highlights won't show you that, but 70% passing rate is very poor. Very, very, very poor. For his age, though, he's got a good numbers for his age as far as goals and assists. He definitely needs to work on his passing game. He's got some skills too. That's a nice ball. Clever ball. What do you guys think? Is it a yes or is it a no for you guys? In chat, you tell me. Yeah, he just turned. Well, I mean, if he just turned 19 last month, that means that 2 months ago he was 18. Absolutely yes, really. You guys are saying yes? Aziz says no. Mustafa says, who is this guy? Just basically today there was a picture of is he being linked with Milan? Well, there was a picture of his agent with Maldini today. No. Yes. Is he linked 18 million for this guy? I don't know, guys. When it comes to teenagers, I don't like to say yes or no. Teenagers still need to show a lot before, because the thing with teenagers is that most times teenagers, when they go to the big teams, they sit on the bench. Like 99% of teenagers that go on a big team sit on the bench. This guy would be a good purchase to get, but how much playing time do you think he's going to get? You think Giroud and Origi, a World Cup winner and a Champions League winner, even though Origi is a professional bench sitter, would would be sitting on the bench over a teenager? I don't think so. Anyway, interesting prospect. Interesting prospect. I like him. I like him though. I definitely like him. All right, guys. Let's see if there's anything new. No, nothing new. Nothing new over here. Let's see if there's anything new on Gazzetta dello Sport. No. Nothing new. No updates on Gazzetta dello Sport either. No updates on Gazzetta dello Sport either. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, you just have to give him time. Ciao, Milanisti. So I just want to say something about Maldini. He has been very important in convincing these players to join and then guiding them as Milan players. Theo is the best example. Yeah, for 100%. 100%. That is undeniable. That is 100% undeniable. You take Maldini out of the picture, you lose all of that. You lose all of that. So Maldini has to renew. We can't be messing around with any of that. Cannot be messing around with any of that. All right, guys, let's go towards the end of the stream. We're pretty much done here. We have gone for 2 hours now. We hoped to gotten the official renewal live. Unfortunately, it did not happen. Maldini must have renewed. There's no way he's at Casa Milan working on new deals when this would be his last day. Of course, guys. At this point, of course. At this point, of course. People talking about the Maldini-Massara duo, but really the duo is Maldini-Moncada. If anyone knows anything about Moncada, you know that he's the guy who actually selects these players. Well, Moncada is the head of scouts. So Moncada is the head scout of Milan. So Moncada is basically the one that goes around the world to look for the prospects and the kind of players that the club needs. And Moncada also his contract is also due to end tonight. The whole team, basically their contracts ends tonight. So yeah, Moncada definitely great scout for us. He's been a great scout for us. But Maldini has been the keystone. The Maldini has definitely been the keystone for us. Because you can have Moncada, but you take away Maldini, nothing comes together. But Masada also, guys, Masada also has a history of being also has a very good history of players, right? Masada also is a very talented DS, right? He's in the Calciomercato. He's been very good, Masada, especially his work at Rome has been very good. I believe Moncada was the guy that brought Mbappe, yeah. And if you look at the players he has identified in the past few years, wow, just wow, totally agree with you. I wouldn't go that. Salibur's also is better than Haaland was at that same age. Maybe I wouldn't know. You wouldn't go that far though. And I'm not worried about Maldini's renewal. He's too attached to the project to leave now. At this point, nobody is worried anymore. I think we can all go to bed in peace tonight, knowing that Maldini and Masara, Moncada, the Triple M, stays with AC Milan. Alright guys, this is going to be the last minute of today's stream. Thank you everybody for joining Milan News. This was an action-packed stream. We spoke about Neymar, we spoke about Dybala, Sanchez, probably still open Sanchez, open season for Sanchez still. Maldini, Masara, we have very good confirmations or hints that he is definitely staying at the club. Let me check before I close. I want to see what you guys voted as far as Maldini goes. Let's see. Because I did have a poll up there in the chat. I want to see what you guys voted today. So let me check. Let's check. 99 votes. My turn to vote. I haven't voted. No, he inspires the Milan spirit. Just as I thought. 5% said. To the question, can Maldini be replaced? Meh, he's not that important. 5% voted that. I wonder who. 82% said no, he inspires the Milan spirit. Of course, that is the right answer. And then 7% said yes, there are better DS out there. I bet all those guys are not Milanisti. Alright guys, thank you everybody for joining us for Milan News today. This was an action-packed Milan News. Damn, that was crazy, man. That was crazy Milan News today. Clint said that. You said that? Mamma mia, Clint. Mamma mia, Clint. Mamma mia, Clint. Clint actually believes that there are better DSs out there than Maldini. But not for Milan, Clint. Not for Milan, Clint. Even Carbone was spotted at Casa Milan today. Hope that they stay working on their targets now that the MM contract is settled. Alright guys, anyway, everybody, thank you for joining us today. Really appreciate it. Please click that like button on your way out, and if you haven't, subscribe. Guys, we're going to be following the Calciomercato every single day because tomorrow it officially starts. The Calciomercato tomorrow officially starts. So finally we can talk about official signings and official strategies, and the rumors are going to be even so much more amplified, but we're going to have much more concrete information. From what I've seen in the field, he fights hard no matter what the score is. You can tell us he's super focused based on interviews that Salvador just eats, sleeps in F's football. Daniel Longo said it's a done deal. Yep. We reported that earlier. So guys, having said that, I really appreciate everybody for joining us today. Thank you to Antonio. Thank you to everybody in chat. Really appreciate your company. We will see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace out and Forza Milan. Ciao.